What is going on YouTube? Hitting back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we are going to be looking at XRP, Ethereum, Bitcoin, as well as the S&P 500. Specifically, in today's video, we have to talk about, once again, a continued correction and, free fall within most of the major cryptos. XRP is now back down to pretty much its lowest point that we've seen in a very long time, back down to about 30 cents, 31 cents per token here. And you can see we've been on a free fall since retesting this major resistance here, which we've called and expected because we've had a major sideways channel here, lots of uncertainty and sideways trading for about a month, following this as a support, using this as a support. So the fact that we came back up to retest this resistance very quickly almost ultimately seemed like we'd probably reject and correct downwards. And it wasn't just XRP. We had at the same time on the 3-hour chart and 4-hour chart a beautiful, what appeared to be symmetrical triangle, ascending triangle forming on Bitcoin's 3-hour and 4-hour charts here, and it ended right at the same time we saw XRP retesting this. So we figured, and typically, that because we've been extremely bearish inside, again, a descending channel on Bitcoin here, that usually ascending triangles are bearish, and because we have the moving averages, the 3-hour moving averages coming in close, that we'd most likely close below and then, fall downwards. And that's pretty much what happened. It's taken a little bit longer to scale downwards, but without a doubt, we are exactly correcting lower here. And it's not just Bitcoin. Ethereum as well has pretty much skewed lower after retesting the top of its Bollinger, or the middle of its Bollinger Band here. You can see the orange band right here. Let me just pull up the relative strength indicators. There we go. And now we are also starting to dip lower and correct downwards here, and it's also being carried out and fulfilled within the S&P 500, which probably was the leading indicator that corrected us and allowed us to swing downwards here like that. Now, moving forward, guys, today's video is brought to us by Allium Swap, a continued sponsor here on the channel. Allium Swap, as you can see here, is DeFi redefined, infinite ways to trade, earn, and bridge. And Allium Swap is an all-in-one multi-chain DEX with hybrid liquidity features, unique staking alternatives, and the latest solutions for investors, traders, and businesses, which is super cool. Upgrade your trades with cross-chain swaps on various networks, as you can see here. And more information about Allium Swap will be at the end of today's video, so stay tuned for that. Otherwise, definitely make sure to smash the like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and let's dive into today's episode. Super quick before we dive into today's video, I just dropped a video yesterday on my finance channel, as you guys can see here, link down in the description. It's quite interesting to see how everybody is affected around the world besides just the US in the time of recession, which is pretty crazy. So definitely make sure to check this out. It's quite interesting here. But moving on from this, looking at the top 10 cryptocurrencies, you can see we are once again correcting lower. Everything is pretty much sliding downwards. We had a big correction today with Bitcoin breaking once again below $19,000. Bitcoin now down 4%. We have Ethereum down 6.9% here. Most every single cryptocurrency is actually sliding lower and lower and lower. And it's honestly, it's almost like recreating the top 10 cryptos and showing you guys what's going to last, what has the most liquidity and the most volume in it, which of course is Bitcoin, Ethereum, Tether, USD Coin, BNB, XRP, Cardano, Solana. Those are the major ones here. And of course, Doge has got to be involved in that too. But looking at these cryptocurrencies here, you can see we're continuing to slide lower. And, there's a big chance we are going to continue to slide lower here, especially with Bitcoin here now retesting 19K again. We're all hoping that we can hold 19K, 20K. You can see we're getting very close to where the previous bottom was. And I'm going to draw support here because I think it's definitely necessary at this point in time here, that this is definitely another support that hopefully we could just kind of consolidate on. Ideally, I'd like to just see us kind of float like this and fill in the gap within our major descending fractal, which is definitely very plausible because you can see in the past here, and we do scale sideways, fall to lower levels like a stair-stepping pattern, and continue this movement here. So there's a chance we could hold 19K. That's the goal, and correct sideways. Otherwise, if we break through that, it's going to be a very steep and fast correction to the downside. But when you throw in the fact that we are oversold or retesting oversold on the daily charts here, especially on the RSI, this is probably going to be the peak level, the bottom that we're looking for here, but we have to spend quite a bit of time paying attention to this. We have been able to make a fairly aggressive short since we closed on the 3-hour charts here. We've talked about, moderate to aggressive traders can take advantage of this short opportunity here. And, we've already taken profits, and now we're kind of just seeing where we're going to be moving to here. Same thing goes with Ethereum here, which is also scaling lower. We're now once again retesting a bottom support. So I'm going to draw a horizontal line so we can also have a price floor to deal with. And then not only that, we can scale these lower, as we are now continuing within our descending fractal. And until we break through this descending fractal, we're going to continue to break bearish here. However, you can see we typically fill in the gap here. So what's most likely going to happen is we're going to use this as a support. We're also retesting oversold and probably fill in this gap here. And then once again, a decision, either a break to the upside or a dump to the downside. Same thing applies with XRP, which surprisingly broke through its descending fractal here. Just pulling this up right now for you guys. And you can see we could scale this out a little more, and I'm going to scale this out a little more here, and you can see kind of what's going on here. And there is a support as well. We can draw the horizontal line right here. So everything is kind of coming back down to retest its bottom here. They seem to be forming some sort of floors, and we're probably going to trend sideways. So I wouldn't be surprised if we hold on to this level here, because we're oversold on pretty much every single cryptocurrency, and we start to skew sideways. And this is also going to be influenced heavily by the S&P 500. If the S&P manages to break through today or tomorrow, today or tomorrow, this bottom support here, there's a good chance we'll dip lower to this support, the lowest point we've ever been to so far for 2022. And that's ultimately going to influence Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP, which are currently, as of today, retesting major price floors. They're going to send it lower, and we're going to break through that, and we're going to drop at a pretty substantial and rapid rate. So the goal is the S&P has to hold this. We're not going to know for another 20 minutes till we open, and then hopefully we can bounce off and recover and kind of just trend like that. That's my ideal scenario and goal to be looking at right now. But otherwise, these cryptocurrencies, just keep an eye on this price floor. If we break through this price floor here at any point, we're going to be buying in very quickly on BitYard. So just keep your eyes peeled. Keep an eye open on this market right now. Watch how we react with this support. We close the daily below that, we buy in. We close the daily below this, we buy in at about $1,000. XRP is about 30 cents, and Bitcoin is about 18.8 right now. Otherwise, that's going to wrap up today's video. I do want to talk more about Allium Swap with you, though. I want to give a huge shout out to Allium Finance for sponsoring today's episode. As with all cryptocurrency projects, please do your own research and never invest anything you can't afford to lose. So guys, Allium has decided to sponsor another one of our episodes, and today we will continue to analyze the possibilities of the Allium Finance multi-chain DeFi ecosystem, and we'll also be talking about such a tool as the Strongholders Pool. Now, the company first announced the launch of the Strongholders Pool at the end of 2021, and the mechanics allow you to incentivize token holders not to sell the assets, but to hodl them for a long period of time. And the rules for participation are very simple. 100 participants are added to each of the pools and contribute tokens, and then you just need to keep them for a certain amount of time, and in return receive a fixed reward. Now, the first 60 users to leave the pool will be at a loss, while the last 40 users of the pool will make a profit. And the tokens of the withdrawn participants will be divided among the remaining ones in proportion to their share in the pool. Now, such a system helps to solve several problems at once. First, token issuers will be protected from token price dumps, which are often observed after a token sale and listing on the DEX or a SEX. Now, secondly, users themselves get the opportunity to earn passively on cryptocurrencies, and all you have to do is wait until the pool expires. Already today, Allium Finance has 9 open pools from which participants can freely exit, and another pool is under formation, so every ALM token holder can join it at any moment. Now guys, since the launch of the Strongholder Pool, more than 900 people have already become participants, so you might be wondering how actually can you join one of the pools right now? Well, you just need to buy ALM coins on the Allium Finance platform, PancakeSwap, or on the MEXC cryptocurrency exchange. Then you just go to the Strongholders Pool tab, connect your cryptocurrency wallet, and transfer the tokens into the pool. And then all you need to do is keep your coins in the pool and get rewarded. Now, obviously, the more tokens in the pool, the higher the reward. And very soon, Allium Finance will launch a Strongholders Pool for Metis token holders. Therefore, if you have Metis tokens right now, then definitely make sure to join Allium Finance's Strongholders Pool, transfer your tokens to the pool, and get rewards for staking. And now, guys, for the big news, Allium Finance is launching their own multi-chain DEX that supports 9 blockchains, where you can actually swap tokens created on different blockchains with one one click. And this is pretty cool, and I will tell you about the new multi-chain DEX in another sponsored video. But guys, for more information about Allium Finance, definitely make sure to check out the links in the description of today's video. Otherwise, huge shout out to Allium for sponsoring today's episode. As always, make sure to smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Peace.